more clever, yeah.
Saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Superdome in New Orleans. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the New Orleans Saints. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Oh, what a move. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Saints take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
At the 42-yard line.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw is Shuck. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. You talk about this Giant defense against the pass. Just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
From the gun, Shuck. He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Kamara up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
To throw now, Shuck. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Juwan Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Giants nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. To the air, Dart. That's caught downfield by Neighbors. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Defense gives up a touchdown in the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. To throw now, Dart. Johnson's got it complete. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's drive. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second until it's prime time for a little bit of a gamble. Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
He'll dump this off to Scatteroo. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards, the final tally.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Dart. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11 now. That's caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
New York.
Theo Johnson from 13 yards out. And the Giants are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
2nd and 10. Here's Shuck. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. You talk about this Giant defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league.
And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Abdul Carter In there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing, dart. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Dart. That's caught left side by Neighbors. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 34.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone will come through.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the Saints' 9-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And to throw once more, here's Dart. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and 4 coming up, and can you imagine being in that holding partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. The slot man in motion right. They'll try to throw for it with Dart. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. And when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
A 26-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he went It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick six.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Gano the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
17, Saints 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines running for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Play fake, Shuck. This one taken in by Olave. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Alvin Kamara, touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his fourth rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are back within a score.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to it and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
The extra point up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Saints 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. There were 2 plays and they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Throwing his dart. And that is incomplete.
Now you could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, a throw for Dart. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Saints have retaken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
21. Giants 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you. An interception's the result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Throwing his dart. A quick reaction as he catches it off the tip.
But when we see the ball tipped in the air, sometimes we get a little roll change, don't we? Because when it's in the air, sometimes the defensive back becomes the receiver. And in this case, the receiver looked like a defensive back, but ended up a receiver.
He caught it as the receiver. Hey, it worked out.
Worked out really well for them. But I'm telling you, the defensive guys,
Frustrated.
oh, frustrated. They're going to catch it in film.
Dart going to look to throw here.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Throwing again. Here's Dart. That ball caught by Slayton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First down. Here's Scatterby.
And he's blocked out at the 24 after a gain of 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? And the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's a 2nd and 5. That's out quickly to Hyatt. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop them with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
In motion, Slayton. To throw his dart.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Here's Dart. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Seconds remaining now.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now a 2nd and 10. Dart. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
To throw, Dart. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. On a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick 6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
On the east side of the Friday night, middle of the dirty guy.
The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Caught along the left side by Hyatt.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jalen Hyatt, 64 yards.
And the Giants have cut it back within a score.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
The Giants will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And he's He's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal.
25. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
They'll go play action with Shuck. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. A give to Kamara running right. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40-yard line.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Shuck. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And that one complete downfield to Johnson.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the Saints are able to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
To the air, dart, completed to Hyatt.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Ryan Brzee breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Dart. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Now, with a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
In motion, Slayton.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now Dart. That one taken in by Neighbors.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
New York.
Throwing from the gun here, Dart. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
To the air once more is Dart. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
In motion, Slayton. Looking to throw, Dart. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. He connects with Hyatt.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
Giants first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Dart going to give to Scatterbury.
And he gets it a little bit closer. Takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton from 3 yards out.
And the Giants have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs up.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Saints 35. Graham Gano to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over above 50 now. And this defense has really had his problems trying to keep him contained.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
First and 10
metrics. How many hands I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up. We up the plyometric. Ran up by the Lux when that's up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet. You could diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Saints first down.
And this play still live. He faked the spike, go throw it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun here, Shuck. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a quarterback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time.
And he will take it on for a giant touchdown. Theo Johnson, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Giants are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 18 now.
53. Saints 35. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense is really struggling. 155 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They run it again with Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
26 yards. And the Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49.
Shuck now to throw. Over the middle, he finds Vele. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now Shuck. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there at 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Shuck looking to throw once more. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Third down, Shuck from the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
At the 12-yard line.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. This is caught. Touchdown. Jerome Jackson. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Giants. And that ought to just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And this one nearly intercepted. That one might need to go back to the drawing board. Almost a disaster. It winds up just an incomplete pass, though. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. To throw now, Dart. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And this is caught. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends. And under